I'm so excited. I have two pieces in this exhibition, and one is the piece right there, and that is it's from the series called the Pile series, and it's this particular piece is called Remember Me, Katrina. And the Pile series of tapestries are all made from used coffee lids that I collect from coffee shops around my where I live in Richmond, Virginia, but I also collect in the sites where the pieces are going to be installed. This piece was made in honor of Hurricane Katrina at the 10-year anniversary. The piece is an abstraction of the Gulf of Mexico current system in the waters. So this one, the one that we're still building, is called Drift. And that piece is an abstraction of clouds. And so, you know, I collect things, obviously, and there was a local plastics company. I went to pick up some materials that they were getting rid of and saw this big stack of these rectangular pieces of plexiglass on their way to the landfill. And I was like, can I have them? So they gave them to me. And then it became a challenge of what can I do with these, right? The piece is about our mediated landscape. So thinking about our divorce from nature, something that I've been thinking about that, I read this beautiful essay by Gary Snyder where he talks about how we have lost our ability to name the trees and plants in our own ecosystems, our own neighborhoods, right? And I was like, wow, that's me. You know, however, if your phone started ringing, I could know if that's an iPhone, is that the classic tweet sound, or is that the sonic phone call you're getting, the phone call tone, you know? You know, so it's a criticism of myself, but also a reflection of our larger society. And so when this is on, there are 3 different soundscapes that are drifting across the clouds. And they are of the highway, the generators, the airplanes, the sounds of footsteps, the human, you know, voices that fill our landscapes now and cause us perhaps to not pay attention to the birds. I took that texting sound, that noise, and I twisted it, flipped it, stretched it, and I made a new bird species that's familiar but not real. And that bird sings across the landscape and calls out to us. And sometimes it does a call and response based on where the sounds are in the loop. But it's all by chance. It's all random. The way they'll never line up. The sounds will never line up. I think in many ways the work that I'm making is about my own grief and my own need for reconciliation, forgiveness, acceptance. You know, like I really feel like in the last few years I've been working on these pieces that are about the stages of grief in relation to climate change and my own grieving. But then I'm making it, I'm using my artwork as a platform to say, hey, I'm not judging you. You know, please, if this is beautiful, step forward and look at it. Oh my gosh, I am so honored to be in the show, truly. I mean, I can't wait to see the other works in the show. I mean, really, it's so meaningful to me to share my voice and my ideas with this group of artists. It's truly an honor.